Russia hits Kyiv with 2 cruise missiles. Russia attacked western Kyiv with 2 cruise missiles as the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres visited the Ukrainian capital, a move that was hard to see as anything other than Moscow mocking the institution. UN chief admits Security Council failed to prevent and end war. U.S. House gives final passage to legislation to streamline military aid to Ukraine. The measure, which passed on Thursday evening by an overwhelming 417-10 vote, now goes to the White House for President Joe Biden to sign into law. UK to send 8,000 soldiers to Eastern Europe on expanded exercises. About 8,000 British Army troops will take part in exercises across Eastern Europe to combat Russian aggression in one of the largest deployments since the Cold War. 10 were injured in the blast, which hit the central Shevchenkivsky district. NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg said Finland and Sweden would be warmly welcomed should they decide to join the 30-nation military organization, and any membership process could go quickly. Russia is preventing wounded Ukrainian fighters from being evacuated from the Azovstal steelworks in Mariupol because it wants to capture them, the local officials say. Canadian military service members are training Ukrainians on howitzers. Canadian Minister of National Defence Anita Anand confirmed that Canadian military service members are also training Ukrainians in how to use howitzers, which are long-range weapons, during a news conference at the Pentagon on Thursday after meeting with Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister Irina Vereshchuk said Thursday that 45 Ukrainians were freed in the latest exchange of prisoners of war with Russia. UN chief urges evacuation corridors to open in Mariupol. Thousands of civilians need life-saving assistance. Moderna asks U.S. to authorize COVID-19 vaccine for children under age 6. Moderna on Thursday asked U.S. regulators to authorize low doses of its COVID-19 vaccine for children younger than 6, a long-awaited move toward potentially making injections available for millions of children by summer. Beijing halts weddings and funerals and closes schools in COVID fight back. Beijing has closed schools and suspended weddings and funerals in the city of 22 million in a whirlwind effort to avoid plunging China's capital into a Shanghai-style COVID lockdown. Die another day and rush hour, 2 actor Kenneth Tsang dies in COVID quarantine hotel. The veteran Hong Kong actor, who had been undergoing 7 days of quarantine after returning from Singapore, was found collapsed on his hotel room floor by staff members. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Wednesday issued its strongest guidance to date, urging pregnant women to be vaccinated against COVID-19. COVID symptoms may return for some after taking Paxlovid antiviral pills. The FDA is evaluating rare reports of viral load rebound after completing Paxlovid treatment. Feds seek nearly $3 million from Manafort over undisclosed accounts. The Justice Department filed a lawsuit Thursday against Donald Trump's former campaign chairman Paul Manafort, who was convicted in special counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation and later pardoned, seeking to recover nearly $3 million from undeclared foreign bank accounts. White House seeks $500 million for farmers to grow more wheat, pay for market loans. Ex-Republican lawmaker's trial for raping teen intern goes off the rails. British Virgin Islands premier arrested on U.S. drug charges. Elon Musk sells $4.8 billion worth of Tesla shares. Tesla CEO Elon Musk sold $4.8 billion worth of the electric automaker's stock on Tuesday, the day after the Twitter board agreed to sell the company to him in a deal valuing the social media platform at $44 billion. Amazon stock plunges as company reports nearly $4 billion loss. The tech giant on Thursday said it had a net loss of $3.8 billion in the quarter ended March 31, a sharp drop in income from the same period last year, when it made an $8.1 billion profit. It was also a big miss from the $4.4 billion profit that analysts surveyed by Refinitiv had forecast. Apple stock swings to a loss after executives warn of billions in added costs.